Hello everyone, warm welcome this Tuesday morning for decoding the business newspaper. Let's get straight into action. And well, you all know that 59 Chinese apps have been banned. So, well, that's news that all of us know. So I'm just kind of moving on and not decoding that. And this is old news that Vijay Mallya has pleaded for being in an asylum, and the SBI, the new part is that SBI has reached out to the UK Home Ministry for a plea to reject Mallya's asylum plea. So at least that's what's happening. Today I'm going to share two of the things that really impacted me. And let me go straight to page number 6 of the newspaper. And well, as all of you know, I read the Economic Times. Everybody, thank you for acknowledging that you are here. Kavleen, Kritika, Rakhi. What that, guys? Thank you. So, I'm reading as it says. And this is on mutual funds. So mutual fund investors are directly investing in mutual funds. Exactly. I mean, this is the world that I always saw coming. This is the future that I always saw emerging, where people will be financially educated and they'll be investing on their own than on hearsay. And I'm so glad to see that this vision is coming alive. So let me share some stats that this article shares. So it says that, well, do we all know what are mutual funds? I'm not sure if all of us know, so I'm just, let me actually explain. Let me first decode what is a mutual fund. So mutual fund is a fund that invests in stocks. And when you're investing in you are indirectly investing in stocks. So that's what's happening in the stocks world or the mutual fund world. And now what this news is saying is that mutual fund investors are giving the middlemen, the brokers, the banks a miss, and they're investing in mutual funds directly. Well, the entire Women on Wealth community, all the women investors in our community, we invest on our own in mutual funds, in stocks. We do not hire any brokers or planners, because we all believe in becoming financially educated and taking our own decisions. And that's what this article is stressing today. So it's saying that mutual funds investments through the direct scheme mode, and direct scheme is where you're giving middlemen a miss and you're investing directly in the fund after probably researching and knowing that this is the best fund for reaching your goals. So mutual fund investments through the direct scheme route has nearly doubled to 45% in financial year 2020 from 23% in the last financial year. And this is the data which is released by the Association of Mutual Funds of India. And this is collated by Reliance Securities Research. Let me show you another stat which says that the share of national and regional distributors as a distribution channel, so the middlemen it's talking about, used to open mutual funds investments account, has more than halved. So it has reduced to half, to 17% from 38%. So 17% was in year 2020 and 38% was in financial year 13. So in less than 7 years, the mutual fund investments through the distributors has reduced to half, while it has nearly doubled in 1 year as far as direct investments are concerned. And when I read this news and I decoded it for myself, I said, yeah, the world is becoming financially educated it is investing on its own, so that there are no complaints. Like, we complain about distributors, we complain about agents. Let's really contribute to our own money life, because either we can complain or we can contribute. So I am very happy to see that, okay, all of us are becoming financially educated and we are contributing to our own growth by directly investing. So that's what I would say. Hey, Davira, thanks for kind of celebrating with me this world of financial education. Just acknowledging people's presence: Beena, Divya, Rekha, Vikram, Shriya, Kanchan, Rekha, Prachi, Alankrita. Guys, thank you for acknowledging your presence. It means the world to me. Why? Because you know that I'm passionate about us becoming financially educated and financially enabled. So yeah, so this is the breaking news that I want to start today's decoding with. Let me take you now to another article that really blew my mind. Well, okay, so I don't know if you guys know. So companies, okay, companies which are listed in the stock market, they're called stocks. And now these companies do investor meetups. So where all these mutual fund houses like go, and now they go virtually, of course. And so these are called investor meetups that happen. And often it is seen that post these meetups, stocks are bought in huge quantities by these mutual fund houses. So that's exactly what happened in about 13 out of 15 companies which did investor meetups. Okay, so let me read to you, and some of these companies are in our universe. So there's something called universe of stocks. So for all of you who may be new to us, we have a methodology, a step-by-step methodology that we follow to pick good stocks in our community, in our stock investors program and women stock investors community. And all the companies that pass these tests are in our universe of stocks. And I'm very happy to see that some of these companies are talked about in the papers today. So let me begin by sharing which these companies are. So guys, Astral Poly is the first one, and this is into pipe making, plastic pipe making. So Astral Poly, Federal Bank, Supreme Industries. So these are the three which are in our universe of stocks, and they're being talked about. So out of the 13 companies, the stocks of which went up because of the investor meetups, 3 are from our universe of stocks. So I was happy to see that, of course. So let me share this. This is what really interested me. So every investor meetup may not need to, it may not translate into an investment. And another possibility is like what traders do. Traders are people who will buy and sell quickly, and they're not like us who are up to wealth creation, because Women on Wealth is all about wealth creation. So they're not talking about long-term investing, building wealth, or creating funds for reaching their goals. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about that, traders, people who will buy and sell like in a day's time, week's time, maximum a month's time, or say 3 months time. That's it. Those are traders. People who buy and sell quickly, who have just generating an income as an agenda. So traders have mopped up shares to make a quick buck in anticipation of investments by influential names that could prop up prices. So the traders, what they did, they bought these stocks because they anticipated that the shares of these stocks, the share prices of these stocks will go up. And that is what pretty much happened, right? At least in 13 out of 15 companies. So 79 fund managers and analysts from various funds, including Capital International, Amansa Capital, Tokyo Marine AMC, among others, held meetings with the management of, here it's mentioning Astral Polytechnique, which happened in June. Okay, so 79 fund managers did this meeting, held these meetings with Astral Poly, and the stock rose by almost 9% within June. So that's what happened. Also, Shoppers Stop met 40 investors and analysts, and its stock jumped 28%. So that's something that really made me curious and happy. So all of you who've been investing must look at what's happening in these investor meetups. What are the companies saying? So because often if we don't look at this, we would not know what's happening in our companies. So it's interesting to check this out, and this is on page number 5 of Economic Times from today. Okay, let's talk about some more companies from our universe of stocks. So Divis Lab, which is a pharma company, and Dabur, HDFC Life HDFC AMC, right? HDFC AMC. So no, here it's not talking about HDFC AMC. So let me stick to Divis Lab of pharma and Dabur. Now both of these are in our universe of stocks, and they are going to make it to the Nifty index. So they are going to get included in the Nifty index, while companies like Z Entertainment, Vedanta, Bharti Infratel and GAIL, they are going to be excluded. This is like expected, of course, because like nobody can really say what's going to happen, but this is what's going to happen. And guys, for all of you who may not know, Nifty is an index of 50 stocks. So 50 top companies of our country, you could understand it like that 50 top companies of our country are a part of Nifty. And right now what's happening is that 4 companies are going to get excluded, and we are very happy that 2 of them are our universe of stocks. I mean, they belong to our universe of stocks, so it's a happy news for me. That's what's happening. Okay, let's see more what's happening. So yesterday, guys, Sensex dropped, stock markets went down, and Sensex dropped by 210 points. And well, Axis Bank was the top loser. Tech Mahindra, SBI, L&T, IndusInd Bank, Infosys, NTPC, these were all the companies which fell heavily. They were among the top losers. And why this happened? Because globally investors turned bearish. Now what does this term bearish mean? It means that the sentiment went negative. So when a lot of selling happens, sentiment go negative, then it's called a bear market. So yesterday the market turned bear. And why? Because of the rising coronavirus cases, and it eventually, I mean, investors globally went negative. And when investors globally go negative, then even investors in India go negative. That's how it happens. So well, this is the third article that I really got interested in. Let's quickly see if some people are saying something. Sheetal, okay, Preeti, Kavleen. Okay, Kavleen is saying, so these people influence the analysts, or what's the purpose of companies meeting analysts? So well, companies definitely want you to buy into their stocks so that their stocks can keep rising, Kavleen. That's one thing. Another is that they want to actually have investor confidence at all times. That's another. So they will have frequent investor meetups so that they can update the investors on their action plan and on their movements. So that's how it is. Yeah, further growth plans. So the Bira has answered you. Priyanka, Bindu, thanks for joining in. Okay, let's see if we have something else from today to decode. Okay guys, so another sad news. If you guys were thinking that you wanna travel by metro, go to the gym like me, go to the swimming pool because it's really, really warm, entertainment parks, auditoriums, bars. Okay, nothing is opening anytime soon. This is going to remain shut. So businesses, these businesses at least are really, really hit at this point, and they may need to figure how to move beyond the old business models that they have if they want to continue to make money in these times. Another important news that I read was Dabur's Burman talking about. Let me see where it, yes, okay. So Dabur, like I said, is expected, okay? It's expected to get into the Nifty. So Dabur's Amit Burman, who is the chairman of this packaged consumer goods maker. Guys, do you know what Dabur makes? So Dabur makes like real juices. Like that's one of the, like very, very popular products that Dabur has. Then there is Dabur Chamanprash. That's, what else? Vatika shampoo. So these are some very, very like popular brands that they have and products that they have. So they are saying that by the festive season, okay, by the festive season, Dabur's demand is going to pick up. So that's what it is saying, and it is really, really focusing on the Swadesi movement. Well, 59 apps banning, Chinese app ban is like a starting point for Indian products coming in and being preferred. And I think that's happening in most countries, that they're now focusing within. So that's what's happening. And well, the eye opener, my dad and I have been discussing, the eye opener has been how the Chinese market just took over the world, and today they are fearlessly like talking. So yeah, so coming back, the Dabur restarted manufacturing a month after the pandemic. So which means towards April end it started manufacturing again, and essential foods and hygiene related products. And you guys know that Ayurveda has been their main thing. So they are really expecting that the FMCG sector will further boom. And now that Made in India and Swadesi are the concepts, and so they're going to really, really benefit from this. And they're going to face challenges with distribution, but they're saying that the distribution systems will be better placed. Another thing that I loved in this article was how each company is now talking about further penetrating into the rural markets. So in this article, it is saying that Dabur has already has some 56,000 villages. It has distribution spread across 56. Let me check, okay, if it is 56 or what is the exact number. Yeah, so rural footprint and distribution reach will increase to 60,000 villages by the end of 2020-21, and this will be up from 52,000 presently. So this is with the lockdown restrictions easing, rural market seems to be the big thing happening, and from 52,000 it will go up to 60,000. Well, a few companies also said similar stuff yesterday in the papers. So yeah, this is pretty much from today's papers, and I trust some of you read the ED Wealth yesterday, where gold prices were discussed in detail. So gold prices have come to 50,000 for 10 grams, and they were kind of, the article was on if it is the right time to buy gold or not, and then I decoded it that who knows. How do you know that, what will happen in the future? None of us can really go into the future and see what's happening. So we got to play by the ear, and we got to keep investing slowly and steadily, and the prices will average themselves out. At least that's what I believe in. So on that note, I complete today's decoding. Guys, if you're taking some value, even if a bit, a small value, please invite your friends, women friends and family members to come join in, listen a bit to the business news, investment news, and begin decoding it as well. बिकॉज थोड़ा थोड़ा करते करते बहुत सारा कंपाउंड हो जाएगा. दैट्स हाउ आई बिलीव इन. So do invite your friends and family to join into this celebration that we call Women on Wealth. Take charge, guys, and stay safe. I see you again on Thursday at 5 p.m. with my Investment Mastery series. Stay safe.